Now, trying to keep with the streak, we are on my Titan, and it is time to check this week's stock of Eververse Bright Dust offers. So, at the very start, our available silver options, we have Lion Tamer, which has you holding a chair and a whip. That is a ridiculous emote, just because of the chair. And unfortunately, nothing really happens. You just kind of stand there poking the chair at everything. That's a funny emote, although I don't think I'll be getting it. As well, Internal Combustion, the ornament for Lament, new to the season. It gives it a seafoam green look, which gives it a general look like a V8 engine. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but then again, I don't use Lament enough personally that I warrant an ornament for it. Now, as well, for 600 silver, we have the Nemean Shell, which is basically our ghost if it had a lion helmet, which actually looks really good. I actually do not hate that at all. Now, our returning discount is the Heartless Union, which is basically the heart, returning from Crimson Days. You know, but this is a multiplayer emote. You gotta have somebody that actually cares for you to actually do that. But of course, our last one is the Dog Standoff, which is a 3-way multiplayer emote pulling in office. And I believe that's the whole emote that would actually... Oh, not infinite. Oh, I was literally just about to say it looks infinite, but I guess it doesn't. It ends. Now, for our Bright Dust sets, going from left to right, we have... Oh. Burn it. Now we also have an exotic ship new to the season, Wanderer's Wings, which actually we really like that. I really like that described. There are 31,000 tally marks scratched in the inner plate in this vessel. That is to set or I suppose that is to indicate that they visited 31,000 worlds. Now, so let's see how the shaders, just for the sake of it. Ooh. Come on, give us some options here. Well, it actually seems to shader quite well. It at least has two-tone variety. So at least if your thing has a few tones, it does seem to shader quite well, actually. Now, moving on to a transmit effect, we have Signal Processed, which is from Black Armory. That's a Radiance Shader almost, for the old Black Armory Radiance. And for our shader, we have Bruised Blush from Season the Undying, which is a purple-blue Nightmare. I say Nightmare, but it actually doesn't look half bad, but it's just a very not my color palette. So checking the actual Bright Dust store, going from top to bottom, left to right, we have Protecting Teammates, back from the Dawning, which is basically the hockey emote, where you throw off the gloves and get ready to square off. Now with the Dreamer Shell, this is new to this season. Ooh, that's basically just awoken... I forget the word for it, but it's awoken. It's an awoken shell. That's pretty much all you need to know. Now, the Pragmat Powerhouse... Powerhouse. Now, not a terrible looking sparrow. This looks like it would have utility. Like if you were to pick a sparrow for running out into the brush, this would be one you'd want. But, I mean, yeah, the sparrows are supposed to kind of look sporty. So, it's unfortunate that this doesn't look too sporty. Now, it is, of course, the Chestplate set of armor for our Nemean set. If you want to pick up the Chestplate for any of your seasonal armors, for all 3 characters, I'd recommend you do that now. Now, for an emote, we have the Be Sneaky emote, which is just a shush and a quiet step in walking. Now, as well, Reef Ruins, a Telesto ornament. This came back from... Actually, this is its original ornament. This is supposed to be basically just a burnt-up look at... Well, it actually looks a little more Forsaken now that I think of it. But it's a new Telesto ornament available. Now we have the Penguin Projection, which is a cute little chibi penguin surveyor projection. And for our flares, we have... Oldest, we have Hockey History Polish, all the way back from year 1, which... I gotta be honest, I don't hate that. Not as much as I think I might have back in the day. That green glow kind of really sells it for me. But, moving forward, Amethyst Bloom from Season of the Hunt. This is, ooh, that is a, ooh. Well, then again, it is supposed to be Amethyst. This could be an Awoken shader. If you want this for the Awoken. But might as well pick it up anyway, just because, you know, shaders are more collections now. Now, Abyssian Gold? Ooh, that... The right armor set, that could look pretty mean with that grays and reds. It's actually pretty good looking. That's worth another pickup. And from last season, the one that you've been seeing a lot anytime I check is Boreal Char, which doesn't look half terrible. It's just a darker armor set, which reminds me a lot of the what's it called? The shader from whatever it was, Blue Ship Dreams, back from Forsaken, that live one. Now, Transmat effects to wrap it up. We have the Flashbang of Traveler's Wake again. We have Vex Invasion for a nice little Vault of Glass little drop. And we have Up in Smoke from Season of Dawn, which basically spawns you in a little bit of fire and smoke. Now, that is everything Eververse-wise. If you wanted anything from there, check in for this week until next Tuesday. You should be able to pick it up unless you don't have the funds, which is always required to pick up something from the store. That being said, my name is Matt Scorpion, and thank you for watching.